A few moments later.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? How are we doing on this glorious Tuesday? And you, Goldfish for Koi, another channel I've found, and they've also entered into the Grow and Show with a Difference. I'm sorry, I just had to start with them because they are looking sweet. Pond's looking good. Pond's looking sweet. Not bad for a bunched together pond, is it? Just like I'm putting stuff together here today, trying to get things sorted ready for the Grow and Show with a Difference. And yes, it is going to be upon us before we know it. And I am prepping already. And I did tell you that I would keep you updated on what I'm doing. So I will spin you around. Tell me that's not a beautiful sight, huh? And that's why I had to start with them. I had to start with them today. But I've had my bowl up and running for a few days now, and I've got a couple of little lights above it. This light will be coming off today, and so will this one once I've done the unboxing review of the new Haiger HG 957 aquarium full spectrum light. So yeah, that will be going on there later. But in order to aid in the greening process, as you know, I have a multitude of bits lying about out here, and I'll go through that in a minute. But as you know, I started these off and going green they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to siphon off some from each tank and put that into the container in there, and then re-top up with some fresh water to continue it growing. I will also add some into here, which is still pretty clear at the moment. A lot of the stuff down here is in preparation for this one, so I can have this one running with the fry-in, but not using the outlet down the bottom there. More on that soon. Hence why this has been emptied and is left open, because I want it to dry out as much as possible. I am going to be putting a cut in the airline here so I can drain the last out of the biochamber so that can dry out. And then once everything's dried out, I know then I will be starting a complete fresh when I put the fry, when they're out of size, in here to start off completely, because it was purple for about 11 hours with the PP that I put in. So anything that was in there will be absolutely dead, but I don't want stagnant water sat in the bottom. So hence I'm going to pop that off. I'm going to cut it, drain it, and then I'll just put a joiner in there. That will do that job nicely. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm going to put this pump inside this container. And what I'm going to do is where this bit screws into this bit, I'm going to drill a hole in the center of there, and I will fix that pump to the underside of this box. I will then zip tie the lid down. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put any holes in it. I don't think I'm going to need to, but I'm going to zip tie the lid down, and then I'm going to glue and tape this really fine mesh around the holes in the container, so that when I drop this into the bottom of there, the pump will pull the water, but there won't be a real pull straight to the inlet of the pump, if that makes any sense.
Some donut.
Oh no, Oreo. Oh, worst flavoured donuts you could even ask for.
It's a fucking donut, ain't it?
No, it's not a fucking donut.
5 donut
It
daddy.
might.
Five donut daddy is saying no to donuts.
Yeah, 5 donut daddy I may be, but Oreo, that's your sister's fucking bag, that is, Oreos. Disgusting things. Yuck, I fucking ask you. So yeah, with the pump being connected to the lid in the centre with a surround all the way around it, it shouldn't make the draw around the outside of the basket as fast, if that makes any sense. And this is only a 1,500 litres an hour pump anyway, so the pool's not going to be absolutely great, but it should be enough to run the filter system, and that's the main thing. So that's what that lot's about there. And that is my supersized brine shrimp hatchery that I made when I had my spawning in the front garden. So I'm gonna have a rejig on this, because I didn't actually do a video on this last time I made it. I just kept it secret, but I'm going to go through how I've made it, how it's going to work. But before I do that, I want to get on with that. And I'm just taking it easy because my back is in pieces. But yeah, going to get some water out of there, replaced with some water from there, so they can go, because that will lighten up once I put fresh water on it, and it'll go green again in a day or two, especially with where it sits with the sun beating on it. And I can then seed that with that, and seed that one as well, so we can get the old algae thingy going, because you want the algae to grow. And the reason you want the algae to grow is because when it goes a certain colour green, and you'll know it when you see it, you then put your Daphnia in, and then your Daphnia will bloom and they will multiply. And what they will be feeding on is that algae that is in that body of water. So as soon as the body of water starts going clear, it means that your Daphnia have eaten everything that you got in there, and now you either feed them or you make the water go green again, because otherwise they've got nothing to eat. There is stuff you can give them, spirulina powder and a couple of other bits and pieces. I will come back to you on that one, but there are things you can feed Daphnia to keep the colony going. So yeah, like all things, getting things started is just the easy bit. So yeah, I'm going to get all this sort of like put together and sat in place, and then I shall come back to you. I better turn Jason Aldean off. See how far you make it down the road. Well, covered in fucking splat again, and I've only been playing with a little fucking tub. But I'm gonna put it in the pond, and then I'll get a plug on it and we'll test to see if it's got enough push. Oh, I've got to undo that first as well, and I've got to shut that off. Oh fuck, duh. Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll put you on the tripod and I'll just carry on, shall I? But they've been emptied to within a smidge on each tank. I've got as much of the blanket weed out of them as I can. Kept all the crap out of the water, but the water has gone into here, which has now got a bit of a tinge to it. And once I do the light review in a bit, hopefully it will go green pretty goddamn smart. These have just polished off some food. What should they say, eh, Mr. Charles Siri? Like, share and subscribe? Yeah, you know that. Isn't that right, Betty? So yeah, got a list of 14 for the show. I bet you can't guess which ones they are. Anyway, I'm going to get this plonked down here. You must excuse me because this is the other tripod and it's not as good as the one I've got down at the New Forest. But as you can see, I've just wrapped the tub in fine mesh, secured it all together. The pump is literally right up close to this top of the lid. Sure. I need to get this bit. There's the power cable. And then we've got to get this bit. And this bit up through here. And now we've got to finagle it. So we get it in the middle. As cushy as I could get it. Let's take that out a bit more to there. There we go. I think that's gonna do it. There we go, get all the air out of the doobry firkin. You get off of there, you little shit. Want to go, ah, perfect. Sweet. And that will line up perfect for what I want to do here. And I'll still be able to shut the lid. Let me show you that. So it sat down there, and I think once it's actually running and the pipe warms up a bit with the warm water, then it will sit flat. Got air stone sat on top of it to put anything into the middle towards the container itself. Gives me a little bit more airline to play with to go around there. And then, like I say, I'm going to undo the bolts on here. And I'm going to spin this bit of pipe upwards, so it's pointing up. And I'm going to use that rubber to connect it to a hose tail. Yeah, to hose tail. That way, all I've got to do is isolate the IBC tank with that tap down there. I can then undo that rubber and let out any water that's in the pipe, so that can dry out as well while it's not in use. And then, like I say, I'll just go into the rubber from the top, and then hopefully the fucking pump's got enough push to be able to push water through that, because if it can't, then it's been a wasted exercise. But we don't know these things until we try them, do we? So, yeah. And we've got some fixing to do on the supersized brines from hatchery, but that's taking a back seat at the moment, because I've also got to get that tap in situ so I can isolate the pump from the uplift so that I can clean. Oh, I won't need to, will I? Because I've got the slide valve on the end. You dickhead, Vincent. Oh, my word. But yeah, tell me these ain't looking nice. Hey, Hey, Betty. Yeah. I'll give you some snacks in a bit. One thing I am gutted about is me pom-pom trees haven't liked the change into, well, they haven't liked being trimmed this time, and they're not liking it in them pots. But there's the same amount of soil in them pots than the pots that they were in, so it blows my mind. Maybe I need to take them out of the sun. But we live and learn, don't we? I'm gonna have to clean you lot fucking out later on, aren't I? It never fucking ends. Right. I've finished on the floor. I don't need that tap. Don't need that. But yeah. And sadly, this sand isn't for the rebuild. It's so I can get the garden level underneath the artificial grass in the front garden for Susan. Because there's areas where, like where the patio is, you've got the stone, and then it's dropped. So I'm gonna have to peel it back, put a load of sand in, tap it down, lay the grass back down so it looks nice and sweet like it should do. I mean, there's no point even contemplating getting artificial grass down out here yet, especially with the fact that that's going to need rebuilding, which isn't going to happen this side of the National Koi Show. And I don't think it's going to happen straight after the National Koi Show either, because funding it is going to take a little bit, and it's going to take a little bit of time to be able to realise my dream pond. It will happen. No, one day it will happen. Right, bin. I mean, it will be done properly, but it will be done on a serious budget. And I'm also going to show you don't have to, what's the saying, follow the herd and use a bottom drain. And that's me netting for me nets, so that can go back in there. I mean, I've already shown that on Rocket Boy's pond, because that pond's got a Tommy drain with a 90, knuckle 90 straight underneath it, but they've both been chopped a little bit to make them even lower. So I can guarantee there is no crap build up in that bottom drain line. Promise you. Right, that's that isolated. More rubbish to pick up. But yeah, it's been a very gentle plod today, because my back's still fucking hurting, and we're back down the New Forest tomorrow. So try and keep myself a bit fresh for going down there. God. Sadly, when I'm in pain, I'm not the only one that suffers, because Susan suffers when I'm in pain at night and all. I think it was at least 4 times I woke her up through the night last night. Poor cow. But yeah. But like I keep saying to people, when the bug gets you, the bug gets you, and there ain't shit all you can do about it. Just hang on tight, because it's going to be a roller coaster ride. And it's been a roller coaster ride for the last 20 years I've been doing it now. So, yeah, what was it I was after? Socket. Gonna need 8mm. Where's the fucking 10mm? Oh, wallocks. You'd have thought in 20 odd years you'd fucking think I'd stop fucking losing sockets, wouldn't you? Right, get this one emptied first. God, this talking and working is weird. I'm used to being on my own. But so it was time you had a proper update from the towers. Come on, you son bitch. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. There she goes. That's the hammer. Come on, there can't be much more in there. So we can leave that like that for the minute. Right, go and undo that one over there. And then I'm going to need the 10mm socket to undo the what's his name, Dubry Firkin. Slide valve. Oh no, I might be able to get it. So far so good. Keep forgetting it's an 8mm bolt with a 10mm nut. I'm still getting covered in fucking splat. No, I will need a pair of pliers on that one though. And that one. Oh no, yep. Anyway, come back to you once I've got that connected up to the hose and a plug. See, I love the fact that I keep absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. And instead of chopping up a usable piece of pipe with a fitting on, down here, because I've got a box of all sorts of different fittings, and I've got a usable hose tail there, so I'm not going to cut that off. But this self-weld fitting here will fit in that rubber. And I also have these. I can't remember where I got them from, who I got them from, and literally just screw them together. So yeah, I'm going to need this nipple here, I think you'll find. So time to get on with the old white stuff. Now, I was always shown is if you twizzle it up first, and then you first wrap that around your threads, thin, and then let it run out. Make sure you get the whole of the thread while keeping a little bit too much tension from the thumb. And then cool, I can't see the sun's out me. Then rewind her in tight. Right, that's as tight as I can get it in, but I'll get my rubber wrench on there. And then you just rinse and repeat again. Now, I don't call this bodging it together. I call this using one's fucking ingenuity and making something that wouldn't usually work perfectly well. And that's it. So, same again. Nice and thin when I can get hold of it. My fingers are starting to bucker. There we go, that's better. Nice and thin. Around some threads. And then it's because it's come off the reel. But you get the picture. There we go, that's better. Stop reeling off. And then we screw in. Like Andy from Derby Crew would say, job's a good one. And then that will go into the rubber, and then my green pipe will go onto there. And once I've got that done and the plug and see how it, see if it runs, I will pick you up then. Well, my little fruit bats, that's everything put together, plug wired up. Airstone set to where I want it. Basket is sitting exactly where I wanted it. The only thing to do now is cross our fingers switch the plug on, and I hope the fuck that it's got enough push to be able to push through the filter system. Not that it's going to be running through the filter system for a little while, but I've got to make sure that it's going to work. Otherwise, I've spent all day faffing around with a box and the pump and some bits of pipe for absolutely nothing. Yes, yes. Grown On tank is looking empty because I lost the showers. Not all of them, there was a couple left in there, but I did lose quite a few. And there's quite a few of the showers in there doing exactly the same, not looking 100%, yet everything else is looking perfectly fine. And like I said to Rick, I scraped between 6 to 8 fish the other day in there, and I found jack diddly squat. Yep. And like I said to Rick, you know, all I'm losing is them Dainichi showers that we took out of the bottom. I say took out of the bottom of the pond. They were the ones that were left in the puddles that were left after draining the pond. So yeah, let's get that right. But let me spin you around. You spin me around and all that. And let's flicker the plug. That black cable, just there. So yep. And 3, 2, 1. Now you can hear air in there. Oh, turn that one off, Vincent. You don't want it bubbling. It's moving real slow. But it is running. Just want to check the spray bars, and then I can switch it off and then drain the filter system ready as prior described. Airstone's looking good. Still getting the odd air bubble in there. Will do for a minute because it's going to take a little while for it to work through that mesh. And we should be hearing water any time soon. I don't expect to see much in the way of spray action with it only being such a small pump in the fact that it's 1,500 litres an hour. So only a dinky pump, but don't want anything bigger than that, especially having the fry in there. And with the pump being at the bottom there, it's not going to be a major pull. And we are still dropping water, so we are still filling up the bio chamber. You know, I might even leave this running, because by the time they come out here they're going to be slightly bigger anyway. The only thing, mind you, it's only a temporary measure, so really it doesn't matter how it comes out of the spray bar as long as it comes out of the spray bar, because this is only temporary. We will go back to the 3,600 litres an hour Old Faithful that usually runs the tank. But I can feel it going through this pipe all right. There we go, we're starting to get a little bit out of the first pipe. And there we go, we're off. Well, we are starting to spread across. Like I say, I didn't expect a major spray anyway. yeah, I didn't expect, oh, it's starting to pick up, but you can see it is starting to spread right across at the bottom, and we've got a little bit of flow coming out of that pipe. So for me, that is an absolute win. Absolute win. So yeah, I can now shut that one. So, that one off. And then I've just pulled shit into there, so what I will do is I will bubble that one. And then when I empty it, it will take out till about here, because this pipe inside goes all the way down. So because of siphon, it will all come out and go to waste. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So give it a good old boil. And a good old back flush, which means it's emptying that chamber, this chamber here now as well. Turn the air off of that one, turn them on in there, which will move the media about inside there while it's back flushing through. Now we've got a drip here somewhere, which won't matter because I can just put a bit of silicone on it, and yeah, I can see where the drip's coming from. Just there. So I'll wait till the system's empty, put a bit of silicone on there, and then job done. It's me, pretty fucking happy. It hasn't been a wasted day after all. I know I did say I was gonna fix the brine shrimp hatchery today, but I think I'm gonna give it a break now. Have something to eat, put this video together, and then have an early night, because we've done forest tomorrow. And Rich just sent me a video of some banging fish, and he's like, more to go through tomorrow. Yes, can't wait. So good possibility, a few new additions for the Twisted Rocket Pond. Maybe even one or two for the Bowl Doom. But anyway, guys, on that note, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you are always great. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye now.
That's all, cupcakes.